hardest thing, I don't know what to look at. Do you look at the camera in the computer? Or are you supposed to look off the screen somewhere? I don't know. If anybody knows the answer to that, please tell me, because I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. Okay, so anyway, I get some questions emailed to me, or on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook, Life Lessons in the Military Life. And I thought I would do a little video for real military wives. Please spread the word about real military wives. It's just a great outlet for wives to get together, and spouses, men too, and just to talk about all things military and what you do in your off time and that kind of thing. So one of the questions I got, someone had a question about being overseas and are there English language bookstores. They really like to read a lot, and they wondered, where am I going to get my book supplies? Well, I do order some books on Amazon. I have a lot of relatives in the States that like to give gift cards as presents, and we all go on there and we order books there. The great thing about Amazon is that things come in about a week. In fact, exactly a week. Usually from the time you place the order to your APO address, you get the free shipping, just like you do for a stateside address. The PX, our PX is over here. They do have bookstores, well, not bookstores, just like a little book section. Most of the PX have maybe, I don't know, 4 aisles of stuff. Very limited, obviously the bestsellers. We do have a lot of magazines, and there tend to be a lot of kids' books. But for the most part, you just aren't going to find what you're looking for. I hate to say it. I mean, they do have a nice big travel selection and an area where you can buy books, learning the different languages and dictionaries and stuff like that. So they do a pretty good job of that. The big PX in Ramstein, which is like, I think it's the biggest one in the world. It's inside a mall, and it's really like an American style mall. It's really great. A lot of people travel up there to go shopping. And they do have like a dedicated bookstore. It looks like a little Barnes & Noble. In fact, I think it might be Books A Million or Barnes & Nobles. I can't think off the top of my head now, but whatever's affiliated with APs, and you go in there. It smells like cookies. In fact, there's a Cinnabon right next door. And so you can go in there and get your little American book fix. There are some English language bookstores in some of the bigger cities. I can think off the top of my head. I've been to them in Brussels, in Belgium. Obviously, if you go anywhere in England, Ireland, there's a huge secondhand bookstore I love in Dublin, and I could spend like hours in there. I've blogged about it, so if you look on my blog and look for Dublin, you'll see it. And so, I mean, you can just Google the name of the city and English bookstore, and you usually come up with something. Some of them are pretty small, but they pride themselves on what they have. And you'll find hardbacks, paperbacks, and usually the people who run those stores, they're expat communities, meaning they are either Americans or Brits or Australians who are displaced outside of their countries and living in a foreign country. That's what an expat is. Let's see, another question I got is, how do you park in Europe? Someone wasn't sure. I mean, do they have parking garages? Do they park on the street? What's the story with that? Well, most cities, they try to keep people out of the downtown areas. A lot of the downtowns are pedestrian only, especially in Germany. Very friendly with the cobblestones and everything. And a lot of the larger cities, I can think of Amsterdam off the top of my head, they have these park and rides. So if you Google P and R, it's actually a European word, phrase, whatever. Google P and R and the name of the city, and those will come up. And you just park in those. Sometimes it's even free. And you'll, for instance, I'm thinking off the top of my head, Bruges, Belgium. Theirs is not free, but they will give you a free transit ticket downtown and back. They'll have all the rules there. Most of them are in English. You click on the little British flag or whatever to translate it in English. Or I know a lot of people use that Google Chrome web browser, which automatically translates pages, or I like to use the Google Translate link, just whatever. So no, that's available to you. And a lot of places in Europe, you'll see people parking along the street, or like little parking areas. There'll be like an area with a bunch of parking spaces, and you won't see any meters, and you wonder, what is that free or what is that? Look around for like a big metal box. You'll see some kind of sign. It'll be pretty obvious. I mean, it's a big box and with a little digital readout on the front. And you have to put your coins in there, or you can put your bills, euros, and the little display will change. So it'll have the current time when you walk up to it. And then as you're feeding coins, usually 20-cent increments, anything larger than that you can stick in there, and you'll get a little parking ticket come out. And you can like a little piece of paper, and you can usually rip it in half. The bigger piece you put in your windshield. Now look at the time that it lists the time on there that your parking time will expire. So you are basically paying for your time to park. So put that in your window and take the other little piece with you in case you forget, oh my God, what time did we do the parking meter for? You know. And a lot of cities will be free on the weekends, so not weekends, on Sunday. So look on the little display, and if it says free on Sundays, then you don't need the little ticket. But again, if you don't see parking meters, you don't see a lot of parking meters over here. Look for these big boxes, and there'll usually be some kind of parking sign or something above the box to show you what it is. Someone asked me, what do I pack in my suitcase coming over? I keep taking stuff out. The big thing I do is, especially with the weather over here, even the summertime, in the evenings it can get cool, and up and down with the temperatures. What I like to do is dress in layers. So I'll have a short sleeve, kind of, those shirts you can get like at the sports stores, or like sweat wicking, and I don't know, whatever that's called. Put that on underneath, and you put another layer over that. I like to wear a lot of vests. The Europeans, the big thing are these scarves. I mean, you're gonna see, even in the summertime, I'm amazed. I don't wear them in the summertime. I mean, here it is, springtime, and it's a little cool today, even though beautiful blue skies. They like to wear scarves, so I usually have darker colors when I travel, just because, the whole spill factor. And then, I have some colorful scarves that I put on. And let's see, I usually wear my heaviest item, so a pair of jeans, I'll wear those. Let's see, or if you have boots, I'll wear those. When you put the stuff in your suitcase, roll it up. Roll it up really tight. Okay, you want to do that. You want to have at least one kind of hoodie, or nicer sweater kind of material, something warm that goes with anything. So maybe like something in a neutral color. And let's see. Those I've seen them on Travelsmith. I also I bought them at Kohl's, wherever. It's that material. It's very light. It's almost, I don't want to say it's see-through, but it's very like you scrunch it up and then you let it go, and there are no wrinkles. So whenever I see one of those, like a blouse or a shirt or something in that material, I'm buying it. I don't care. I have that in a bunch of different colors. I also have white. I will brave and brave myself, and I don't want to brave. Be brave and wear white when I'm traveling, at least up top. And you have your scarf that you can put in front, so if you spill something, it goes on the scarf. Oh, and your shoes. I usually wear a pair of shoes and then bring a pair of shoes, and just stuff your underwear and socks into the shoes. And like I said, you roll everything up tight. There's even a YouTube video, I think I have it referenced on my blog, where it shows a guy packing like for a whole month in this little carry-on thing. I mean, probably weighed a ton, but you kind of get the picture of how he rolls stuff, and then kind of the way he pulls it. Someone asked me, am I going to find the products I love at the commissary? Are they like stateside commissary? You'd be surprised. I mean, when I want to get my America fix, you go to the commissary. You walk in there, it looks like any other commissary in the world, with the displays, everything in English language. They got the elevator music piped in, and the deli and bakery and what else? The veggies and fruit set. Everything looks just like in an American store. Now they'll have, you know how they have in the commissary the one aisle that's like the ethnic store. It seems like, and I've mentioned this before, like whatever service members, whatever country their wives come from, there's going to be an aisle for that, at least part of the aisle. So you got like the Asian, you got the Hispanic, you got the German, and over here, I mean, we have some French products and a few Belgian products, really not that many. We have more German products actually in Belgium. So we'll have a section there in the commissary. I notice a lot of our dairy, cheeses and butters and things. Some of that is local. Local meaning a lot of it comes from the Netherlands. There's like a water, what do you call it? Water bottling facility. I think it belongs to AFES, the Culligan Water people. They actually have a plant in Germany, and I'm pretty sure there is a bakery also in the K-Town area that is used by the military or AFES or commissary or somebody. You drive by it on the Autobahn, and I remember you used to be able to just smell smell really good. So that's how they get a lot of the fresh stuff, like baked goods from there. And some of the stuff that was frozen, I don't know. And some of the stuff, refrigerated items, like some meats and like sausages and things like that you buy at the commissary, they'll be frozen. It's like they bring them from the States and they're frozen. And I'm not sure how they do the meats. It's not Argentinian beef and meats. And I don't think it's local except for like chickens. I've seen like, the whole chickens. What else have I seen? Some of the lunch meats and stuff like that will be local, meaning a lot of it comes from the Netherlands and Germany. I don't remember seeing stuff coming from France or Belgium. I don't know, not off the top of my head. So I don't know if they like bring the whole cow, do they bring like the whole side of beef for the steer or whatever from the States, and then I know they chop it up at the commissary because I special ordered like prime rib and stuff like that, and they'll ask me, how much I need, that kind of thing. So, you won't see all the products that you like, but you'll see, I want to say you see the majority. I've been really happy with the commissary. The prices are low, and the stuff isn't taxed. You do pay a very small surcharge, and then if you have the commissary bagger people, just like in the States, you can give them money for taking the stuff out to your car, but they also have self-checkouts now at almost all the commissaries. And even the smaller posts, or like if a collection of posts in Germany, they'll have smaller commissaries, kind of like the size of a shopette in the States, maybe a little bit bigger. And sometimes you can special order stuff too, so don't discount if you have a product that you really like. Just ask the commissary manager. They have case lot sales every so often too, where you can stock up on the, mac and cheese and Capri Suns and toilet paper and all that bulk item stuff. So I've been really happy with the commissaries. Okay, I think I'm coming up to the end of my time here. If you have any questions, you can feel free to post here on realmilitarywives.tv, or you can come to my Facebook page and ask me questions there. And I'm also on Twitter, LL Military Wife. And I look forward to meeting some of you. I know I've talked to some of you who are coming over. I sometimes get to Ramstein, so I can visit you there. If you happen to be in Germany, that seems to be a big meeting point for a lot of us military wives over here. And of course, Belgium, Shape, coming to Brussels. Those are the two big places in Belgium that they send military folks. And looking forward to meeting you and seeing you online. Bye.